a different sort of ministry. And, I talk to, I'm especially close to a few pastors that I meet with as a part of a mastermind group. And a lot of times what comes up is leadership, authentic Christian leadership. And I want to talk to you today just for a few minutes about ambition. Because, sometimes ambition is used in a good sense, and sometimes it can have a negative connotation as well. So the question is ambition good or is it bad? Is ambition a characteristic that a Christian leader should have, or should we take on more of an attitude of humility and kind of be behind the scenes? Well, just think of it this way. There are a couple of different perspectives to consider when you think about ambition and goal settings and wanting to achieve the most. And really it comes down to a question of motive. So the question to ask ourselves when we're feeling a sense of ambition about our goals and our dreams or our plans would be, what's our why? In other words, if I'm having goals and dreams and ambitions, what's the reason for that? The word ambition actually comes from a Latin term that means to seek a promotion. So I can think of some reasons why it would be a good thing to seek a promotion, and I can think of some scenarios where it wouldn't be so good. So how can you tell the difference? Well, the key is to consider places such as Mark chapter 10, when Jesus talked about it. And he didn't really use the word ambition per se, but the idea is all over the passage in Mark chapter 10. And here's a paraphrase of what Jesus said. He said to his own disciples, his followers, if any of you really desires greatness, if you want to be great, then true greatness is who you serve and how you serve. He said, there are certain people, certain authorities who rule it over the Gentiles when they have this authority. But he said it shouldn't be that way with you. Instead, your desire should be to serve. And then he used himself as an example. He said the Son of Man, meaning himself, didn't come to be served, but to serve and to give his life a ransom for many. So here's a way to reframe the question. When I'm feeling ambitious about a certain goal or certain agenda or objective I have, am I being ambitious to put the spotlight on myself, either to get a promotion for myself or gain the applause, either the approval of people, or gain some wealth or position or power on my part? Or am I wanting to advance my influence or be ambitious in that way for the sake of serving Christ and serving others? Here's a example that's sort of close to us. When the late Billy Graham, suppose early on in his ministry, as people by the hundreds and then thousands began to come and hear him preach, suppose he would have said, no, I don't want this ministry to grow. I don't want my popularity to grow because, it's not about me, right? It's all about Jesus. And so I don't want to desire that platform or that stage. I want to kind of be behind the scenes and just serve behind the scenes and be anonymous. Well, God might have rewarded Billy Graham if that was the desire that he had for his life, but God had something different for him. And it wasn't a matter when Billy Graham started looking at larger venues and then even stadiums and TV ministries, it never was about him. Now, I'm sure he had to fight temptations because he was a human being, right? And I'm sure he had to fight those battles, but through his relationship to the Lord and no doubt having some trusted people that could speak into him in that way, he could somehow serve God and increase that platform and that kingdom agenda without it being self-serving, and all about him. So the best thing to do is look and see, again, what Jesus said. He said, here's the measure of this. Why are we doing what we're doing? Are we doing it to advance ourselves or improve our own status or stature, or are we trying to point people to the kingdom by that positive ambition? So ambition by itself is actually neutral. It's neither good nor bad. It's either godly or ungodly. But the reason that we desire that or that have that ambition, the purpose and the why of that ambition makes all the difference in the world. So, hey, I hope you have a great week. I hope this encourages somebody. And I'll talk to you real soon. This is Les Hughes from Alabaster, Alabama. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.